What's going on, everyone? Thank you for jumping into another one of my videos. My name is Ash and I am a 29-year-old trans man. I've been on hormones for just over a year now and I'm currently organising and very excitedly getting ready for my top surgery in June. As you can probably see from the title of this video, we're going to be having a look at the different types of top surgeries that there are available. The 7th of June is like just over a month away. It's coming up so fast. It's honestly all I can think about. So I thought, what better way to channel that excited energy than to make a video about top surgery. So that's where we are. But before we jump in, I just wanted to take a moment to say a huge thank you to all the amazing people that have donated towards my top surgery. If you didn't catch my last video, I announced that I would be making homemade candles to raise money for my top surgery. And honestly, I'm so overwhelmed and absolutely blown away with the amount of love and support that you have all shown me. To those who have bought a candle, donated to the GoFundMe, or donated privately, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. It's because of you that this is even close to being possible, so thank you. Alright, and now top surgery. Top surgery is a procedure for trans men and non-binary people where they remove the chest or breast tissue to create a flat, more masculine chest. There are various different techniques that can be used to do this. I'll only be talking about 3 of them. These 3 are the most commonly used, especially here in Australia. First being double incision, second periareolar, and the third is keyhole. Some surgeons will only perform one of these techniques, whereas others may perform multiple. We'll decide what's going to be best for the patient during their initial consultation. This is based on their chest size and also their skin elasticity. Double incision is the most commonly used technique and is ideal for people with medium to large chests. The way that double incision works is they make one incision along the top of the pec muscle and one incision along the bottom of the pec muscle. Through here they can remove all the chest tissue. Liposuction can also be used to help remove any additional fat and help contour for a more masculine chest. They then join these 2 incisions, so the person is left with 2 scars along their chest. Most surgeons will try to line these up with the bottom of the pec muscles, so over time as they start to heal and the pec muscle starts to develop, scars may be hidden. But depending on the person's preference and the surgeon's technique, these scars can also be higher up the chest as well, so sometimes they may fall in line with the nipple line. Now, in the process of cutting above and below the pec muscles and removing that skin, the nipples have also been removed. So from here, the surgeon will do a nipple graft. In this process, they're able to reshape and resize the nipples, as male nipples are typically smaller. And then once they've resized them, they're able to place them in line where masculine nipples would typically sit. The pros of this technique is that you're left with a very flat chest. Because of the access that they can get by doing the 2 incisions, they're able to remove a lot more of that tissue, and there's a much less chance of any tissue being left behind. Cons are less sensation of the nipple and around the nipple as well, and the nipple grafts may also not take well, so they have a risk of getting infected and then falling off. Then there is periareolar. This is the technique that my surgeon has decided to go for with me. This is ideal for people who are small chested, so no more than a B cup, and have good skin elasticity. What can happen to trans people if they bind their chest down for too long or too tightly is it can affect their skin elasticity. So if this is the case, what might happen is their surgeon might decide that double incision is going to be the best technique for them to get them the best results. Periareolar involves a circular incision around the areola itself, and then a larger circular incision around that one. This ring is then removed, leaving the nipples intact. Then through this ring, the chest tissue can be removed. Liposuction can also be used to help remove that additional fat as well, and also help with creating a more masculine contour. Once all the chest tissue is removed, a drawstring technique is used to close up the incision, bringing the skin together and connecting it to the edge of the areola. Some surgeons will also resize the areola during the incision stage, which my surgeon has told me that he does. So what this means is that they can resize the nipples so that they are in line with how masculine nipples typically look. Pros of this technique are it's very minimal scarring, so you're only going to have a scar around the nipple. No nipple grafts, so there's preservation of the sensation. Cons of this technique, because it's a smaller access point, there is a risk that not all the tissue will be removed, which can cause the chest to not sit as flat. This can sometimes be resolved with a revision surgery, and they'll perform liposuction to remove the excess tissue. And lastly, keyhole. Keyhole is ideal for people who have a very, very small chest. This technique involves a very small incision under the nipple, and the chest tissue is removed through liposuction. Pros of this technique are very similar to periareolar. Very minimal scarring, even less than peri. No grafts, as well as preservation of sensation. Cons of this technique is it doesn't always remove all the chest tissue, especially along the bottom of the chest. So this can cause a bump, a small bump to remain. A revision surgery might be needed to fix that. But that about wraps up today's video. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. My top surgery is just over a month away, and I can't believe it. It's so soon. I'm so excited. I will be filming the lead up to the surgery and also my recovery. If you have any questions, as always, please send them through. But I will see you all in the next video, where I'll be on the other side of top surgery.